Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
14B District Court is now in session. This is Magistrate Hilary Braley presiding. Now calling case number 24W001255. This is Ypsilanti Township versus Jeffrey Charles Brown. Names for the record, please, starting with the deputy.
Kyle Hannah.
Thank you.
Jeffrey Brown.
Okay, thank you very much. So today is the date and time set for an informal hearing in this matter. What I have is a citation that charges that on or about April 20th of 2024 on Grove Road at Georgina Drive, Mr. Brown, you operated a motor vehicle while holding or using a mobile electronic device. This is a civil infraction. There is no criminal penalty associated with this. So the remark here says that there was your cell phone in your left hand when passing Deputy Hannah. So do you understand that charge?
Yes.
Okay. So before we get started, Deputy Hannah, was there anything that you wanted to say?
I'm ready to proceed, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Brown, you have three basic options today. You can accept responsibility for the citation, that is basically admit that you were holding a cell phone and pay the ticket. You can accept responsibility with an explanation so that the court can take into consideration any mitigating factors and potentially lessen or eliminate the fine. Or you can deny responsibility, that is, deny that you were holding or using a cell phone while you were driving, at which point we will proceed to an informal hearing. The court will take testimony and make a decision based on a preponderance of the evidence standard, which is basically 49% to 51%. Okay. Do you understand all of those options?
Yes.
Okay. And which one would you like to proceed with?
Except with explanation.
Okay. Okay. Then you may proceed with your explanation.
Yes. So during that day, April 20th, I was asked by my parents to visit their apartment. They were out of town, and throughout the last couple of weeks / months, I'd been doing work for them, just making sure the house was okay. That particular day, I had to collect their mail that had been on hold for about a month. So I was doing errands of my own. I just bought a house in Inkster, so I've been staying over there, but I went over to the Ypsi area to do laundry, get groceries. And then I was on my way to their apartment complex. They live on Grove, like the cliffs on Grove right by Ford Lake. I was particularly stressed that day because in an unrelated incident, like I'm being sued for a collision that happened about like in March of 2023.
And I'm gonna just stick to because I don't need all of that information. If you can just kind of address.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was stressed, and I wasn't, while I was on main roads, I was, I wasn't on my phone. I was pulling in, I was only like 100 to 200 yards away from the entrance.
Sorry, our audio went out. Give me a second.
Okay.
We're good? Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, you can proceed.
So on the way from the grocery store to the apartment, I was less than a minute away from entering their complex. I was about 100 to 200 yards. I was feeling stressed. I was still going the speed limit. It was 25 miles per hour, and then it turned into 35 shortly after. I was in a good falling distance, and I checked my phone. I should not have. But yeah, I just, because of the circumstance, I'm just asking for either a reduced fine or no record on my penalty. I have a perfect record. I don't have any charges or points. But yeah, I was less than like 100 to 200 yards from entering the cliff's entrance before getting my parents' mail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, I also add I have a phone holder now, which is a lot more safe.
Yes.
Having yeah.
So, and this was your first citation for this, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
So at this time, the court is accepting your plea of responsible with an explanation. The associated fine with this is $240. The court will reduce it to $140. So your hearing is concluded. You are both free to sign out of Zoom. Deputy Hannah, I think that was your only case with us this morning.
Okay,
That's
cool.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Thank you, Your
both.
Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Did you add about reduction of points? Oh, that's there.
Good morning. Okay, now calling case number 24W001551. This is the Township of Ypsilanti versus Austin Lewis Keller. Appearances for the record, please, starting with the deputy.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning. State your name for the record, please.
Deputy Early.
You. And Mr. Keller, please unmute and state your name for the record.
Austin Keller.
Okay, thank you very much. So today is the date and time set for an informal hearing in this matter. What I have is a citation dated May 15th of 2024 that charges that on or about that date, Mr. Keller, you operated a motor vehicle on Martz Road at or near Tuttle Hill and failed to stop within an assured clear distance. That is a civil infraction. There are no criminal penalties associated with that, no jail time or probation. Do you understand all that?
Yes.
Okay. Before we get started, Deputy Early, was there anything that you wanted to say?
No, Your Honor.
Then Mr. Keller, you have three basic options when it comes to the ticket today. You can accept responsibility for the ticket. That is basically admit that you failed to stop within an assured clear distance and basically pay the ticket. You can accept responsibility with an explanation so that the court can take into consideration any mitigating factors and potentially lessen or eliminate the fine. Finally, you can deny responsibility, that is, deny that you failed to stop within an assured clear distance, at which point we will proceed to the informal hearing. The court will swear in both sides, take testimony, and make a decision based on preponderance of the evidence, which is basically a 49% to 51% standard. Okay?
Okay. Yep.
You understand your options?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay, and which one would you like to go with this morning?
I do not accept responsibility. I have dash cam footage showing what had happened for the situation.
Okay. So then in that case, we will proceed to the informal hearing. We're going to swear in both sides first. So raise your right hands. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to the best of your information, knowledge, and belief? Deputy Early?
I do.
Mr. Keller?
I do.
Okay, thank you. So now the way that this is going to work, Deputy Early is the officer in charge of issuing the citation. Basically, he's the plaintiff, therefore he will testify first. And if he has any dash cam of his own or witnesses or anything, he'll present that. You are not to interrupt him. After he is done, it will be your turn. And if you've got your dash cam video and everything, get that ready. Okay. He's not to interrupt you either. Okay.
Okay.
And then to both parties, once the court has made its decision, either, depending on who is unhappy, an appeal can be filed to the district court judge here within 7 days of my decision. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Then, Deputy Early, you may proceed with your testimony.
So on May 15th, 2024 at 9:40 a.m., I was called out to respond to an accident on Marks near the Tuttle Hill intersection. On arrival, there was a blue Ford Edge in front of a Ford F-250. The Ford Edge had some rear damage. When we talked to both drivers, the Ford Edge driver said that he was slowing down, and this was when Austin and his F-250 rear-ended him. When we spoke with Austin, he said the vehicle in front of him braked, and that's when he collided with the vehicle in front of him. Just due to the facts on the scene, this is why I issued Austin Keller a citation for failure to stop within a assured and clear distance.
Okay. And did you have any other witnesses or testimony or evidence that you wanted to present at this time?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Keller, you have your dash cam footage?
Yes, sorry, I'm new to this. Do I go to the share option and pull it up on my phone to show the dash cam footage?
And you are allowed to share your screen now.
Okay, how should I present the dash cam footage?
Just a moment.